Have you ever considered the power dynamics between Iran and Israel? A deep dive into their comparative strengths can be quite revealing. Let's begin with the most fundamental measure of a country's strength, its population. Iran, with a population reaching nearly 88 million, significantly dwarfs Israel's modest 9 million. This vast difference is also reflected in their available manpower, with close to 50 million in Iran compared to Israel's 3.8 million. The number of individuals fit for military service is another key element to consider. In Iran, over 41 million individuals are fit for service, contrasting with Israel's 3.16 million. These figures indicate the potential pool of resources each country can draw upon in times of need. Remember, the population serves as a foundation, but it's only one aspect of a nation's power. Let's delve into their military prowess next. Scene script. On the battlefield, numbers matter, but so do strategy and technology. How do Iran and Israel compare? When it comes to military personnel, Iran boasts a larger number of active personnel, with 610,000 compared to Israel's 170,000. However, Israel edges out Iran in reserve personnel, with 465,000 to Iran's 350,000. It's important to remember, though, that these numbers can shift rapidly in times of conflict, with civilian reserves being called to action. Paramilitary forces, too, are a part of this equation. Iran has around 220,000 paramilitary forces, while Israel has 35,000. These forces often play key roles in internal security and can also be mobilized during times of war. This comparison of personnel numbers offers a glimpse into the potential military strength of each nation. But remember, numbers are just one part of the equation. Military might is one thing, but a war chest is another. What about their financial resources? War can be expensive. So who has the deeper pockets between Iran and Israel? Let's dig into this. When we peek into the defense budgets, Israel clearly outspends Iran with a budget of $24.4 billion, more than double of Iran's $9.95 billion. However, the financial picture becomes more complex when we consider external debt. Israel's external debt stands at a staggering $135 billion, while Iran's is a mere $8 billion. But there's more to the story. Turning to foreign reserves, Israel holds the upper hand with $212.93 billion, significantly higher than Iran's $127.15 billion. These financial factors could greatly impact each country's ability to sustain in a conflict, influencing their strategic decisions and military capabilities. Money can buy weapons, but it's the air power that often turns the tide. Let's look at that next. Air superiority can be a deciding factor in conflicts. So, who has the upper hand in the skies? When it comes to total aircraft, Israel takes the lead with 612, compared to Iran's 551. In terms of fighter aircraft, Israel still holds the advantage with 241, while Iran has 186. For attack helicopters, Israel outnumbers Iran with 48 to Iran's 13. But what about on the ground? Tank strength is vital in land warfare. Here, Iran surpasses Israel with 1,996 tanks to Israel's 1,370. In the category of armored vehicles, Iran again leads with 65,765, considerably more than Israel's 43,407. However, Israel has a slight edge in self-propelled artillery, boasting 650 to Iran's 580. But wars are not just fought on land and in the air. Let's consider their naval power next. The strength of a nation's navy can be a game changer, but so can logistics and natural resources. Where do Iran and Israel stand on these fronts? In terms of naval power, Iran's fleet strength is 101 compared to Israel's 67. When it comes to submarines, Iran has 19 while Israel has 5. Moving to logistics, Iran's 319 airports significantly outnumber Israel's 42. Iran also boasts a much larger merchant marine with 942 compared to Israel's 45. Finally, let's look at natural resources. In terms of oil production, Iran produces a whopping 3.45 million barrels, while Israel doesn't produce any. As we've seen, the power of a nation is multifaceted, with each aspect playing a crucial role in the grand scheme of things. The Iran-Israel conflict is no different, with each country possessing its unique strengths.